Hello, this is Group 4, and today we'll be talking about network security threats. My name is Kong Chang.
My name is Sharib Yusuf.
My name's Tanner Jensen.
And my name is Ben Matthews.
Today we'll be talking about identifying and defining security threats, strategies and practices to enhance network security, new technologies for better network security, and key security measures. Firstly, identifying network security threats. There are 4 threats: malware, phishing, unauthorized access, and distributed denial of service, also known as DDoS. Firstly, malware, also known as malicious software that is harmful to systems. Phishing, this is basically tricking individuals into giving sensitive information. Unauthorized access, unauthorized use of an individual's data without their permission. And DDoS, this is basically multiple systems flooding a website or server with traffic to overwhelm it and shut it down. So how do security threats work? For malware, this often spreads through emails and untrusted downloads, and also viruses, worms, ransomware, and links. Phishing. Phishing is often successful because it mimics real companies like banks and Amazon, and this tricks people into clicking links, fake emails, fake messages, and downloads. Unauthorized access, hackers basically exploit weak passwords or system flaws, or sometimes use brute force until they get the correct password and get their way in. And DDoS attacks, they basically flood a website or server with too many fake requests, and their goal isn't to steal data, but their goal is to shut it down.
Network security key practices. Policies and producers are just critical as tech. Enforcing strong, simple policy, no individual flash drives, strong passwords, continuously moderator networks, analyze IDS, SIEM tools, keep all software updated and patched, restrain access, give people only what they need and least privileged, and then backup data regularly and check on those backups. Staying safe over time. It is not as much about using good technology as about making a good decision, 1,000 little smart decisions every day. Start by educating employees how to identify dangers like smooth food, emails, auto pop-ups, or unusual behavior. Make sure your security producers are well documented, easy to use and update so that everyone has the same baseline of knowledge. Watch the network in real time using tools that can alert you if something that doesn't look right. Have a strategy in place when things turn bad, like copy filed safely everywhere in recovery plan step by step. Finally, keep all systems, software, and application up to date constantly so hackers cannot take advantage of out of date valid voluntarily. Those are simple steps done but on a routinely basis go a long way in securing your network.
Next, we have new technologies being implemented for network security. First, we have artificial intelligence and machine learning. These are completely changing how we approach network security. Unlike traditional systems that rely on known signatures and rule-based systems, AI and ML can analyze massive amounts of data in real time to detect unusual patterns which may otherwise evade traditional systems. And this helps catch more sophisticated threats, for example, zero-day exploits. Also, AI and ML are not just faster, but also more accurate in that they reduce false positives, which makes security operations much more efficient. And these technologies are now being used in everything from intrusion detection to malware analysis and phishing prevention, which makes them quite a powerful line of defense in the current threat landscape. And then next we have cloud native security systems. So as more organizations shift to the cloud, traditional perimeter-based security models are no longer sufficient on their own and need to be complemented by tools which defend the cloud itself. So one of the biggest innovations in this space we found is something called SASE, which stands for Secure Access Service Edge. It basically bundles multiple security tools like web filtering, access control, as well as firewalls into a single cloud-based solution that works across all locations and devices within the cloud. We also have tools like CSPM, which stands for Cloud Security Posture Management, which scans your cloud environment for misconfigurations and fixes them automatically. And then there's also CWPPs, which are cloud workload protection platforms, which help monitor and secure cloud-based applications and services in real time without slowing down other processes. So these technologies really are powerful just because of their flexibility and scalability, and they're able to adjust to the needs of the user and help businesses stay secure. And then finally, we have quantum cryptography. So this is more of a cutting edge approach to secure communications, which relies on the laws of quantum mechanics rather than computational difficulty like a lot of traditional encryption systems. One of the most well-known applications in this field currently is called QKD, standing for quantum key distribution, which essentially allows two parties to share an encryption key with security guaranteed by physics. So essentially, any eavesdropping attempt will cause a disturbance in the system, which can be detected. Furthermore, innovations like high dimensional coherent one-way QKD, which can be thought of as an advanced fiber optic system. These are helping make this technology more practical. Additionally, researchers are also refining protocols to reduce signal noise and make other improvements with which improve efficiency. However, one of the biggest hurdles is integrating quantum cryptographic tools into already existing networks and infrastructure. As noted by the Netherlands National Communications Security Agency, issues like standardization and interoperability must still be addressed. Still, quantum cryptography holds major promise in safeguarding against future threats, including those posed by future quantum computers themselves.
All right. So when we think about security measures when it comes to the cyberspace, we think about strong passwords, firewalls, and encryptions. When it comes to passwords, it's the first step in preventing unauthorization or unauthorized access to accounts and devices that you have. There's billions of passwords that are leaked every year, and cyber criminals exploit those weaknesses for profit. So making a strong password that's complex, unique, and hard to guess is your first step to fighting against that. Next, we have firewalls, which act as a barrier between trusted and untrusted networks, and they filter traffic based on security rules that are set up by either the company that provides the firewall or the company that uses the firewall. There are two different types. Hardware firewalls are dedicated devices. They have powerful protection and require professional maintenance. Then there's software firewalls that are built into most operating systems, and they monitor app level network activity. And then we have encryption. So why should you encrypt your data? It protects it when it's at rest or when it's being stored, and also when in transit, when it's being sent and received by other devices. It also shields information from breaches and more unauthorized access, and it works with using plain text first, which is the original readable data. Then it goes to being encrypted using an algorithm and a secret key to scramble the data, and decryption, which only authorized users can use a key to convert it back. And even if attackers intercept the encrypted data, they can't read it without the decryption key.